Hey folks, Mark here with RC Aviation and Crawling and my little partner Jimmy Dachshund. Well, we're looking at my Eflite RV-7 sport plane. Recently I turned the fuselage of this airplane into an accordion, and then more recently than that, which was today, I repaired the fuselage well enough for flying, not right now, but well enough for future flying. Yes, I did. And what else? Okay. And the other thing that I did today is I went on Google Earth. I went on Google Earth and looked at the whole area around Bend where I live, from the air, from a satellite, looking for places where I might be able to take off and especially land this gorgeous, well, soon to be gorgeous after I replace their fuse with a new one, but with this gorgeous RV-7, where could I possibly take off and especially where could I possibly land this beautiful RV-7 when all the grass in the entire area of Bend is pretty tall. This is short, right? So I searched everywhere trying to find any paved surface, any dirt surface, any short grass surface, which you just don't find. And I found nothing. I did not find one single suitable place on Google Earth. I looked for prospective places. I drove to those places, looked at all of them, and not a one of them was remotely good for landing this plane. Not even passable. None of them were even passable for flying this plane. All right. So basically, I was not able to fly this plane because I didn't have a suitable place to fly it. Well, then it occurred to me, instead of waiting for a suitable place to fly the plane, why don't you adapt the plane to fly at the places that you can fly? So that's what I did, and that is why we now have created the RV-7 Sport Bush Plane, or you could call it a Bush Plane Sport. Oh boy, now here's the original wheels and tires here. All right, original wheels and tires. We're getting focused? Yeah, we're getting focused. And here's one of the gorgeous wheel pants. Now let's come over here to the plane, to the RV-7. She's reborn. Now, these are the stock tires, which go inside of the gorgeous, wheel skirts, something along the lines of that. All right, well, you put that in the grass, that just ain't too good. That's not too good, right? And if you put the tire all by itself in the grass, and this grass here is rather bare, but you can see how tall it is. You see that? See? At ground level, the stock tire, it disappears completely. All right, so we've moved up to the Bush Plane tire. Now, this is the exact same tire and wheel as is stock on the Carbon Cub S2, which I fly and love. Okay, and yeah, you can see it's quite the difference in size. Quite a difference. Yes, so I decided to turn this RV-7, as I said, into a Sport Bush Plane, or a Bush Plane Sport. So there you go. First of all, I thought maybe it was going to look stupid as heck, putting bush tires and wheels on this or any sport plane, but in my personal opinion, I think it looks cool as hell. I really do. Look at that. I think it looks really cool. So, yeah. Pardon me. So yeah. So I'm well. The plan is that I'm gonna go ahead and start flying this. Here's the deal. I crashed this plane doing a stupid newbie mistake, which was flew into the sun, in front of the sun, got blinded just for long enough to crash. All right, so that's what happened. And one of the reasons it happened also was a lesser reason, is that I just didn't have a suitable place to fly. I was having to fly this plane off of a baseball diamond and then crash land in the grass after every flight. Well, that's no way to go, crash landing your plane after every flight. That's not cool. So I thought to myself, dang, I can't fly this plane at the park. And that's what I dig. I love park flying. So I said, well, let's just say, what if we adapt the plane? So there you go. I got these wheels and tires off the Carbon Cub. I'm going to order a new set, and I put them on here, and I think they're going to be just fantastic. And I'll show you. We'll demonstrate that. I'm going to go ahead and kind of pull the plane, and we'll kind of see what it looks like. Look at that. Rolls through here, no problem. Rolls through the grass, no problem, folks. Seriously. Let's try pushing it along. Oh yes, the neighbors are going to think I'm completely out of my mind. But I'm sorry. So yeah, here we are. Can you see? No, it's pretty hard to see. It looks pretty stupid. But folks, you can see that seriously, these are going to work like $1 million. I mean, there's just no question. So there you go. Problem solved. Now I can fly this airplane the same place I fly my beloved red Model M7. Yep, fly at the same place. And though the wheels, though the tires will create a lot more drag than the small wheels stock, and though there will not be the wheel pants to make the wheels more aerodynamic, these wheels will create a fair amount of drag. I still think this plane's going to be pretty dang sporty to fly. I don't think these wheels and tires are going to hinder it that much. That's what I'm saying. And especially within the limits of my flying abilities and what the limits of my aerobatic flying abilities will probably be. I'll just be doing some fairly basic stuff, you know. So, yeah, so I think this is going to be one of the coolest planes I ever had, because it's a bush plane, because I can take off and land the same places I can take off and land with the Carbon Cub S2 bush plane. At the same time, it's going to have a whole lot more performance than the Carbon Cub S2 or the Model M7, because it's a sport plane. I think it's just going to be fun as heck to be able to take off and land on grass with complete alacrity without having to worry about it at all, and yet still have a sport plane. It'll be, you know, it'll be toned down a little bit from the out-of-the-box version with the smaller, lighter, more aerodynamic wheels and tires, but it's still going to be a sport plane, baby, I think. So there you go. That's it. Oh, and I want to finish getting used to flying this plane. It's the first plane like this. So I'm going to get used to flying this plane with the already damaged and repaired fuselage, right? I want to finish my learning curve of getting used to fly this plane and getting really comfortable flying this plane. I want to finish that learning curve with the already damaged but repaired and flyable fuselage, right? And then when I've really gotten used to the airplane, I'm really confident with her, then I'll go ahead and install the new replacement fuselage. Then she'll be good as new. In the meantime, I can use this fuse here. It doesn't look bad at all. Turned out pretty good, my repair. Not bad. All things considered, turned out pretty good. Look at those bush tires, man. That looks so cool. Look at that. Oh, she's going to be a badass now. She's going to be a badass. Somebody show up at the mall, and I'll be whipping around on this thing. Taking off and landing where they are, but whipping around like a madman. Yeah. Yep. All right, folks. That's it. That's the deal. Yeah, that's the deal. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And, oh, the only reason I can't fly this plane, though, I could fly this plane tomorrow. But the prop is broken. I've got the blades glued on. I got these blades glued on. Otherwise, I would fly this plane tomorrow. I would remaiden this plane with their bush tires tomorrow if I had a prop, but I don't. So when I get the prop, we're going to remaiden the plane. The first remaiden will be with the original damaged fuselage repaired, and with the new bush tires and wheels. That'll be the first remaiden. And then later on, I'll do another sort of, not a remaiden, but little. Can I start over? As soon as I get a prop for this, I'll go ahead and remaiden this with the bush tires, and that'll be awesome. And then when I get the new fuse, and after I've really gotten used to this airplane, when I get the new fuse, I'll go ahead and swap out the new fuse with this one, and it'll look brand new. And while I've been waiting for the fuse, I will have been flying it with the old fuse and getting to know this airplane, and that'll be great, and having fun, and being able to take up and land without having to worry about it, where I fly. Okay, stay tuned. Signing off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.